Hey guys, this is Daniel from Obsessed Garage and welcome to OG Academy, a series where we go more in depth on the products that we offer here at Obsessed Garage. Today we're going to be talking about how to service your swivel on your Coxreel in case you're having any issues where it's becoming very difficult to swivel or if it's leaking as well. So to do that job, we're going to need a few tools first. We're going to need some type of cloth to make sure you can clean around the area of the swivel when installing. We're going to need some type of grease or lubricant. In this case, we're going to be using petroleum jelly, but you can also use a multi-purpose grease as well, or lubricant. We're going to need a pair of snap ring pliers, a fork, which in a moment I'll explain why we're using this, and as well as the seal kit that we offer in our store for the swivel. One thing to note as well is if you don't have any of these tools or you want a more simple process, we also do sell the complete swivel unit at Obsessed Garage, where all you need to do is unscrew the existing one, install the new one, and you're set to go. So the first step that we want to do is we want to remove the snap ring on the end of the swivel here. So let's take our snap ring pliers. Let's remove here the snap ring. And then you'll take this part and this will actually slide out like so. We'll set this aside. And as you can see, the actual swivel has 4 seals. The first 2 in line are the rubber seals and the secondary are what they call split rings. As we mentioned previously, you're going to need a fork. Now the reason we use a fork in this case is we want to prevent any scratching on the surface here and also inside the actual swivel barrel. It's important that it's a smooth surface because any scratches or pitting can actually cause a leak. And then a lot of times if that happens, no matter if you change your O-rings, it will continue to leak. All right, so your next step is you want to grab your fork. You want to hold a piece of the O-ring here with one finger, that way it doesn't slide. Insert the fork here as such, and then you can grab with your finger and start working it as such. There you go. There's the first rubber seal. And then the next split ring here, as you can see, hence the name, it's split that way. So to remove it, we just kind of want to spread it and then just remove as such. So just kind of twist it and it'll come right off like that. All right, now after removing the first set of O-rings, now we want to repeat the exact same steps on the back O-rings. All right, now that we've removed all of the O-rings on the swivel itself, before proceeding with using petroleum jelly, we want to inspect again to make sure that there's no gouges or scratches on the surface, or if there's any debris, just clean it all out. So let's take our petroleum jelly, or if you have your multi-purpose grease as well, we want to just take a little bit and apply it on each of the grooves, the front one and the rear one. And this will help the new O-rings slide in much easier and avoid any damage to them. Repeat the same a little bit on the back here. Sure to try to get it in the groove, and if you get a little bit extra on the side, no worries, it'll actually work its way in. Now that we've applied petroleum jelly to the surface to install our new O-rings, we'll now take our seal kit that we offer at our store, and it comes with 2 rubber O-rings and 2 split washers, as you can see. In this case, for demonstration purposes, we're going to be reinstalling the same rubber O-rings back onto this reel since it is a brand new reel. One thing that I want to make note that is very important, as you can see, these are split washer, hence the name. And if you install them the wrong orientation like so, they won't properly seal. So you have to make sure it's in the other orientation where they will fit nice and flush with each other. Now let's take our rubber O-ring, apply a little bit of petroleum jelly on it, and proceed to install on the rear side, like so. Into the first groove, and just work your way all the way to the back. And do note, we always want to make sure that the split washer is on the back side of the rubber O-ring and not on the front. Now that we have the rear complete, we're going to repeat the same steps on the front side. So again, let's grab our split washer this time, a little bit of petroleum jelly, making sure again that the orientation is correct, like so. And it is. And now we're going to take the rubber O-ring and apply petroleum jelly and install as well. There we go, that completes the assembly of the O-rings onto each of the grooves. Let's take now our swivel end, and before reinstalling it onto the swivel itself, we want to apply a little bit of petroleum jelly on the inside as well to add more lubrication. So when installing, we want to kind of insert little by little and twist it. You'll hear the first click, which is the first groove, and then you'll need to click one more time. And once you hear the loud click and see the actual snap ring groove, then you know that you're fully seated inside. Our final step now is to install our snap ring. So we will take our pliers, insert in these small 2 holes on the snap ring. Want to open it up, install it. And once you hear the click, you'll know that the snap ring is on its groove. And then we'll just swivel it a few times to make sure everything is working properly and smooth. And that is how you service your swivel end on your Coxreel. If you find this process too difficult or you don't have the proper tools, remember we do offer the complete swivel end on our website as well as the seal kit. And by doing it this way, all you have to do is remove the existing swivel and install the new one and you're set. If you have any questions on the process or regarding the seal kit, please leave a comment below on the video or feel free to reach out to us at support@obsessedgarage.com.